World premiere.
Okay, that was meant to be in full screen. I've fucked up slightly. Hi, and also hello, and also welcome, gamers. This is the 2008 game known as, Spore. And you can spin the galaxy, and it does that. I don't know why it does that. I don't know who these people are. We're gonna click on the green one, and we're gonna start the premise of this video. We're gonna start from cell stage, and we're gonna go all the way up to not cell stage, because cell stage is ass. It's the worst stage in Spore. I can't pronounce words today. We're gonna go on normal because I don't really want to. I am hoping. That's my name. I'm hoping. Even I hope. I tried making a Spore video before using the built movies feature on Spore, which is not a good idea. So I installed OBS now, and I'm actually able to record things on my computer, and I also have a microphone, so I can actually say words, and it won't have a horrible audio delay because I'm recording it from a separate device, which is pretty badass. The microphone's a bit far away though, so hopefully the audio is fine. I have no way of knowing because OBS is currently just doing its thing in the background, I suppose. I also have sort of a revolutionary new idea for me. I have a little note card taped to my computer that will tell me roughly what I should be doing at some time. It just has a bunch of topics that I want to talk about, so I'm not just going to be sitting down recording a video with no idea what I want to say. I have some ideas, which is sort of a first for me. I'm also actually going to edit this one. It's going to be edited. So what I can do is I can say I'm going to cut the video here. Yeah, so I can say I'm going to cut the video, and then the video will cut, and it will show up somewhere else, and then I get eaten by some sort of horrid creature. Okay, thank you, Spore. I didn't really need to know that. I was already kind of aware. I'm going to be cutting the video a lot because Spore is a very long game to play, and there's going to be a lot of very boring things happening. That's kind of it, though. There's not really much else to say. This is Spore. It's a video game. Honestly, I could probably just keep playing the game, and then I'll come back whenever something interesting happens. I think I'll cut it after. Preferably, I should cut it before I have said that. I always like the big green, the round plants. Because you can eat all of them and get to feel like a giant asshole all about yourself. It's really fun. I had something else I was going to say, and then I completely forgot what it was. I don't think it was really that important, though, so I think we're probably in the clear. That's going to happen a lot. I'm probably going to cut out myself saying that many times. It's the glory of being able to edit a video, is that I can say these things, and I can be like, oh, I'm going to cut that out, and I can cut it out, and then it's not in the video anymore. Which is pretty badass. I'm really hoping that the audio for the microphone is, like, working and it's not completely fucked. It would be really nice. If not, though, I guess you just get to listen to the wonderful sounds of Spore. I do like the music in this game. I'm probably going to talk about it more later, because this is not a... What the fuck is going on? Okay, I don't know what just happened. That was very strange. I hate this part of Cell Stage. I don't like Cell Stage in general. I'm sure my disdain has already been expressed slightly, but, like, always like hurts my hands too, which is something I put on a little note card. So I'm gonna have to have another cut in the video where I go I go cross that off, right? And then it's not on the thing anymore. But yeah, it always hurts my hand, and I had that on as a note card thing, which implies that I thought it would be a larger topic of discussion, but I don't really know what else to say. It just kind of isn't very good, and it makes my hands hurt because I have to lay down elsewhere, and then I die. I know that you can do with like a WASD, but it kind of sucks, so... It doesn't work. It's not like tank controls, which it should have been in Cell Stage. I don't know why they didn't make Cell Stage have tank controls. It's really confusing. Why didn't they just make it like Doom, the best video game? Okay. So, we're in the creator now. And what I usually do is I usually just put on some flagellum. Because I'm very boring, and this is just Cell Stage, so it doesn't really matter, but like... I think we're gonna do... it doesn't matter, like, again, this is Cell Stage, so like, who cares, but I think we're just gonna do something like this. Yeah. And we're gonna name this creature YouTube Creature. Creature I made on YouTube. And we're gonna have this be as GA prop. So it doesn't show up in people's games and be annoying. We're not gonna even bother with painting. This is gonna be a very low effort Spore playthrough because I don't care, to be honest. I think we're kind of just going to be back to the I cut, and then occasionally I have something important to say. I don't think we're going to say anything for a while. The sound is happening. Oh, it's the meteorites. I forgot that those existed, because I usually play on hard mode, and I don't think they exist in hard mode. I don't know if they exist. Oh my, what the fuck? That was crazy. You know, now would probably be a good time, because I'm just gonna cut this entire section of the video out. It would probably be a good time to go and check and make sure that OBS is even, like, recording anything at all. Perhaps? Now that I think about it, I might do that. Because I am slightly concerned that it's not recording anything, which would be a little bit unfortunate. Also, we wouldn't be missing much of anything. It's just about the fucking Cell Stage this whole time. Cell Stage is ass, and no one wants to hear about Cell Stage. Ooh, I could do like a little, one of those like montages that people do, where they have like the little things happen, and they go like bam, 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 you know, and they eat food. That would be a really good idea if I knew how to edit, which I do, so I'm probably gonna go do that, with this part. We're gonna go into montage vision. No, I didn't know you could eat the eggs in Cell Stage. That's a little bit, hasn't heard before. That's a little bit crazy. Oh. And we're done with Cell Stage. I'm going to go check and make sure that OBS is working. We are back, and we are out of montage vision, or whatever I decided to do for editing for this. And I can now go to a different stage. I don't know how I didn't ever get that achievement before. That's a little bit crazy. So now we've returned. Now we can start playing the actually, like, good part of the game. And also I'm realizing I have, like, 10 billion creatures downloaded from other people. So, I'm assuming some of them probably watch YouTube videos about Spore. If you see your creature in here or something, you can, like, say, whoa, that's my guy. I don't know what, I'm just like doing random things to this guy. We're gonna go give him some legs, because I think that's a smart idea. Generally. I think I'm gonna make, no, that's a bad idea. Or is it? I don't know. This is the creative process at work. We get to see what I think about when I make creatures. Yeah, okay, I think this is the best we're gonna get for now. We're gonna do it better later, presumably. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You may encounter. I don't know what I'm going to encounter. Oh, okay, I'm gonna encounter some creatures of some sort. That's pretty badass. I forgot that we are on a green planet. I'm usually not on a green one. It doesn't really matter, but it's like, I usually don't go on the green water planets. It looks like startlingly green. I don't know why it's so green. It's very strange. I don't think it should be that green. Yeah, this is creature stage. We have graphics because I have a computer. For a very long time I didn't have a computer that ran very well, so it's some sort of fish. It's a dolphin, allegedly. Sorry, I got a little bit closer to the mic because I had to look around my note. I should also say, I had to do a slightly weird workaround to even get this game, like, working on my computer, so I could, like, run it. I have to use the Spore administrator mode, or no, I have to run it through Spore mod API, which is annoying already. But I have to run it through Spore mod API, and then I have to run Spore mod API in administrator mode, which is not ideal. I don't think it can do anything bad, but if you see anything that shouldn't be there in like a normal mod or a normal game of Spore, it's probably just because I'm running it in a really absurd way. What do I want to do? Because I didn't set out with like a plan for what I'm gonna do. I think I might go for adaptable just because I like traveling, but it also doesn't matter. And this is the gameplay loop of Spore Creature Stage. There's not much to it. The gameplay of Spore is a little bit... I don't know. I think I've heard it described, or maybe I described. I don't remember who did this. I think I might have done it. But I've heard it described as sort of a collection of very disjointed tech demos, and that makes a lot of sense in actually quite a few different ways, because I was snooping around on the Wikipedia article for Spore, which is how I do research because I'm a YouTuber, allegedly. And apparently the game was inspired sort of by like the demo scene, like just people who like making game demos for whatever reason. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was like literally kind of just a bunch of stitched together demos made into a larger project. So, I don't know. Could be a lot of things. Ooh, that's a pretty good ringtone. I should also say I don't know who any of the people I follow are. I've had this Spore account for like I know it's over a decade. I don't know if it's that much over a decade, but it has been like a decade is how long I've had this thing. And I've probably followed just a lot of random people over the years because I was like 12 at some point. I try to follow people who have like good creations if I'm just kind of sniffing around, but I don't know. I was also in the Spore speculative evolution space for a while, so I follow a lot of people who did that. And I think they also just have really good yeah, really good creations, which I think kind of helps. If you know who I am via the people that I follow, then you don't actually. That's basically my thesis. Okay, we're gonna go into the creator a second time. A little bit too soon, maybe. You probably haven't had enough time to even fill a mid-roll ad, and that's all that YouTube cares about. It wants the mid-roll ad. We all want the mid-roll ad, don't we? What am I doing, man? What am I doing? Why am I not... Okay, whatever. This joke is not funny. And I've already made it. But we're gonna go... I'm gonna tear off these guys, but I think we're gonna replace them, because I kind of like the look of having... sort of like... I think Mutapranks kind of have a similar thing going on. I don't know. I don't know my creatures very well. I'm gonna do something though. I'm not really sure what. We'll figure that out as we go. I think we're gonna have a kind of long guy. So the soundtrack to this game is kind of a banger. From what I understand, it's an example of, fuck, I forgot the name. I should know what this is. Adaptive music is the name of it, isn't it? It's an example of adaptive music. I might be wrong. I might be using that term wrong. And it also might not be an example of that. I don't know. But the point is, I think it's an example of adaptive music. So it probably is. But... my point essentially is that it's pretty good. I like the music a lot. It kind of went on to... I wouldn't be surprised, at least, if it kind of went on to, like, inspire some of my future tastes. In a way, because this is the kind of music that I listen to. I listen to a lot of Brian Eno, who I know helped out with the soundtrack. I did a little bit of research. I don't know to what extent he helped. I've heard, that allegedly he didn't make, like, all the music, but I know that he, helped out with, like, the adaptive part of it, because, for one, that's what Wikipedia says, and for two, it also makes sense, because that's a lot of, kind of, the discography of Brian Eno is very much based around, like, not procedural, but, like, I think generative music is the actual term, but that term sucks now because it's associated with, like, music. When you hear it, it very much sounds like it's music that's made by a generative AI, which it's not what it's referring to. It's referring to music that's made by algorithms more generally. So in a way it could be, well, not algorithm, it's music that's made by some kind of system. Essentially, is what it means. So, like, wind chimes are an example of generative music. It doesn't refer to, like, music that's being made by generative AI, but it is, terms change and it is what it is, but it does kind of piss me off that that's just what it is now. I'm gonna go with, I think we're gonna go with this kind of foot. I like this foot. It looks funky. I don't really know what we're doing with this creature, to be honest. We'll figure out something. I kind of like... I do like painting creatures, but I always spend way too much time on it, so I think we're just gonna make... We're gonna make a funny little guy. We're just gonna kind of randomly pick some stuff and see how it feels, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with the kind of blue guy. Which is a little bit misleading because it's the YouTube picture. It should really be red for it's the color of YouTube. Of course, everyone knows. But, you know, it is what it is. I've been playing this game for, like, a ridiculously long time. As I think I already said, I've had this account for, like, 10 years or something, and I've been playing, not consistently that entire time, obviously, but I've been playing on and off every once in a while. I used to play it a lot more. It's... What the fuck was I gonna say? And you might ask, like, okay, well, this game doesn't have that much replay value. Like, how have you been playing this game that long? Like, people talk about, you know, like, Minecraft is usually that game for people where they've played it since they were, like, 2 or whatever, they just continued playing it non-stop. At least a lot of YouTubers do that. I don't know if a lot of normal people do that. Spore doesn't have the same replay value, but what it does have is it has really, really intuitive... It's hard to call it... It's hard to really classify it by any, like, specific name.
The audio, like, completely died there. I'm trying to say that it's a really intuitive 3D modeling tool.
Basically only hindered by the fact that, like, you can't actually bring it outside the program. It's kind of stuck in Spore. But it's really, like, the tools themselves are really crazy good. Like, it's the reason why I think a lot of people have continued playing this game for as long as they have. At least that's the reason I have, for sure. And it's like... you can make some crazy stuff in it, but it's also just really, really easy to use and make something in it, even if it's not, like, good, necessarily. And I think that's a really powerful type of tool. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy, because I have sort of a similar problem with a lot of software in my life, because I am technically... I'm not employed this one, but I'm technically a graphic designer. I know how to use graphic design tools. Mainly Inkscape is what I use for, like, professional real stuff. Or at least professional looking. The thing is, I don't just use Inkscape. I also use this goofy little tool from, like, I don't know when, probably 2010, or, like, 2000s or whatever. Called Tux Paint, which you might have used as like a children's art program, kind of in the vein of like MS Paint. It's very similar. The main difference is Tux Paint is, it's a little bit more like a different thing I'm forgetting the name of. It's kind of like the Mario Paint thing. I don't know. It's a little bit like that, where all the tools have like fun little sound effects and everything has this like goofy little theme and there's like stamps and stuff. The main thing I use it for is it has a lot of really cool looking apps that you can make basically with no effort, and you can do them and it looks pretty good. And the whole interface is very fun, it's very goofy. It's just a lot of fun to use and to integrate into, like, a project. Because you can just be like, oh, hey, you know, I'm using this goofy little thing from the 2000s. But it's, like, useful. It has its place, even though it's pretty, like, minimal. On the flip side, you have Inkscape, which is a real program, I guess you could say. It's like actually used for graphic design professionally. It's free and open source, which is why I use it, because I'm poor and I have no money. But it's kind of nice, but also it's not. I have a lot of troubles with that tool in a lot of ways, and I think part of the problem is that it's just kind of sucks to use in a lot of, like, it's a very powerful program, and it's able to do a lot of cool stuff if you know how to use it. The problem is the interface is just not very intuitive, and it also kind of sucks. Like, it's a very boring program. It's a very dry program. And what I would love is if there were more programs out there that were kind of funny. Like, they weren't, you know, they still do their job, obviously. But, like, they're actually enjoyable to use. Spore is kind of an example of one of those tools where it's actually designed to be fun to, like, use, because it's a video game. It's not, you don't think of it as, like, a tool unless, you know, someone tells you, like, oh yeah, that's what it is like, it's a 3D modeling tool. But it's a video game. And compared to using something like Blender, where, like, the interface is much, much, much more robust, but the interface is so much more, like, complicated. It's hard to use. You need to get a tutorial to even, like, figure anything out. But it's kind of nice to just be able to, like, open up Spore and make some goofy little guy, and then you can be like, wow, that's pretty badass. You have a goofy little guy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this creature, to be honest. Speaking of goofy little guys, I think I'm gonna go... I always try to have kind of an interesting body shape, so I feel like it's very easy to get bogged down into the, like, having kind of the same thing over and over again. So I think what I might do, right, I'm very smart, is I'm going to go... You would expect for me to put the arms on this creature, you know, somewhere, like, on this neck part, right? What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to kind of shift this guy forward. And I'm going to have the arms right here. Preferably they won't be intersecting with the leg. That'd be kind of nice. But they're going to be doing their own thing over here. I don't know if I'm going to like this in the long run, but it's kind of fun looking, so I'm going to go with it. And then I need to get back with these parts. And I guess I'll just use one of these. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I kind of like that. But these aren't the same parts. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, that should work pretty good. And then, because these kind of were in the place of where those fins were originally, I think we give this kind of like a fin arm kind of thing going on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm doing now. Give this guy a little test drive. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is pretty good. I think we're gonna change the coloration slightly. We're gonna even more YouTube-esque colors because I think that my joke was actually not that funny. So I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm gonna do it either way. Actually, no, I hate this, like, particular pattern. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's, like, trypophobia, but it's, like, polka dot patterns on anything always kind of make me, like, a little grossed out. I don't know how to exactly explain it. Because, like, actual, like, trypophobia images don't do anything to me at all. It's just like that. This is like, it's such an ugly pattern to me for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's very strange. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna go with this. This is sort of the YouTube color scheme. So that's pretty good. I think we're really onto something here. We're gonna skip the cutscene. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of cutscenes. I try not to sometimes, but like, I played this game a lot, and statistically, if you're watching this video, you've probably also played this game a lot, so like, I think it's okay if I skip the cutscenes a little, because I think I've, slightly worryingly, I've crossed off quite a lot of the things that I had to talk about, so I'm not really sure what I'm actually going to be doing for a significant portion of this video. We'll see. I guess what I'll talk about, or I could just cut to the end of the video and just be like, thanks for watching my epic fucking YouTube videos, and subscribe for more classic video games. This guy has a really good dancing, I'm realizing, which is going to be a problem for me. Fuck, they're going to dance. Which is the exact thing that I need to not happen. Not only that, they're going to dance twice, which is pretty bad for me. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't think I can win. Yeah, okay, never mind. There's no winning with these guys. What are these guys all about? I think I might be able to ally with these guys. My brain, like, shut down for a second there. I forgot what I was doing, and forgot that I was recording a YouTube video. I forgot that I was, the video's gonna get cut out, so I can just say all sorts of mean things in the comments. Shit. An ass. It's so hot. I'm literally so nice. There's something happening. I don't think there is. I think there's just strange sounds going on. Okay. We have migrated to a new nest.
Why are you laying around? The spore bone.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have a lot to say, to be honest. Part of the game. I think a lot of it's just gonna be me walking around. This might also be in montage vision, honestly. So I'm about to, well, okay, I'm not about to beat the game, but I'm like pretty close. I don't have a whole lot to say. Okay, I don't think I can ally with that rogue, but if I could, that would be a good investment. So there's just strange fucking noises happening in this game. I don't know what is going on. We might be cooking. It's so over. Yeah. Communication. We're so back. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening now? There's like... Okay. I kind of don't like the random events that happen in the creature stage. They're kind of cool as like they give a little bit of like extra stuff going on, but they mainly just like make the game harder and more annoying. Dance off your storm. Now all we need to do is just push this one away. I think the feel of the game in Creature Stage is like, it's very good, but I don't really like the gameplay that much. It's kind of monotonous. Well, I kind of screwed up, but again, it doesn't matter because I... Okay. Oh, okay, wait, these guys kind of hate me. Oh wait, but I can do Siren Song on them. They're literally so bad. So I've kind of identified a problem, which is my little note card that I put up obscures the little card for the creature whenever it comes up. So it's, I have to move over the one of the cards. I have to move over the little note card that's just attached to my computer. In order to look at the stats of something. It's really kind of unfortunate. I would kind of prefer if that was not the case, but I don't think there's really much to be done. I also do like how you can kind of just manifest a creature out of thin air using mating call. It's pretty funny. I get why it's the case for game design reasons. It's kind of a goofy thing. One of the little tricks that you can do, I think I learned this from a YouTube video somewhere or something, is you can go migrate to a nest that's on the coast. You can get access to fish in the tribal stage, which makes things a little bit easier. Because instead of having to go and do whatever, you can just go to the fish and then you can fish. Bam. That face when the Groks abduct the creature that you're trying to socialize with. The first time it happens, but it's it doesn't matter, it's just a massive waste of time. This is such a massive waste of time. This is a very social environment. Okay, well that was just kind of a massive blunder on my part. In many ways. I think maybe we'll go back to our old nest, perhaps? Would be a good idea. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I guess it just doesn't exist. That's pretty cool. I mean, maybe there's another one somewhere around here that's the same thing, but it's... I don't know, it could be. That's a pretty cool looking creature. Why are they blue? Why are you blue? Why are you blue?
Jesse.
I don't get it. I truly just don't understand. Why are you blue? Why are you blue? Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to find a new nest. Why are you blue? I don't think this one's really on the coastline, but it is a new nest. So, it is what it is, either way. Okay, I think we're just gonna let Mike Wazowski take that epic on, and we're not gonna do anything over here. We're gonna do our own hand thing. So we are at, like, the brink of coming into tribe stage, and we are kind of in a bit of a situation here, as we usually are. I need to find a better nest, because I want to find one that's close to water. Oh wait, this is a nest of me. We're so back. Okay. Now I just need to ally one creature or something, and that'll be completely fine. Okay. We might not be able to ally that creature, but that might be a little bit beyond our range. Okay, well there's those guys who I think we might be able to ally, but we can wait for Simon's song to recharge. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do real sneaky. I'm gonna ally someone, and I'm just gonna cut it out. All good things. Alright, I actually know these guys might be... Oh yeah, these guys are fine. I can ally with these guys. I might actually be able to ally with this rope. That might be a good idea. I hate to delay this further, but there is a spider up there on my ceiling, and I need to go fucking get rid of it and get it out of my room, because I would not like to have a spider. So my creature is going to starve, and it's going to be horrible. Okay. A spider has been captured. Now, bring this thing outside. Okay, the spider is gone. There's no more spider. I might... What if I just left that entire thing in unedited? It's just the spider cut. What am I gonna do? I guess it's time for tribal stage. Other than the feet, I don't think I'm gonna finish the thing. I think this creature is already pretty good. In the effort of low... Well, in the low effort of YouTubing. In the effort of low effort YouTubing, I'm going to attempt to do as little work as possible for this creature. So I would like to not have to do that. You may encounter. I completely forgot that they talk in like insane Simlish in Tribal Stage. Forgot that was a thing. That's scary. I think we might just go aggressive for this particular game because military's the easiest, I think. I don't really like Civ Stage that much. Civ Stage is kind of sucks. Which is weird because I do like... I don't know, I don't hate the kind of games that it's trying to be, but I don't really like Civ Stage. I think it's a little underbaked. I think it's just not the most fun. In contrast, I don't actually hate Tribe Stage. I know that's kind of a popular opinion to be like, oh, Tribe Stage sucks. So to some extent, I agree with all the criticisms of it. It's just that I think that they're not right in some ways. There's also a pretty easy trick, at the very least, to Tribe Stage, which is if you... As long as you ally, like give one give basket, and play one song, then you are essentially allied for life. Like, your relations will never decay, and you're just chill forever. Which is kind of nice. Sorry, I keep forgetting just the range of sounds that the creatures make in this game. It's really wonderful. It's a really good feature to it, that was my imitation. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Tribe Stage. TBH. I should really try taking a look at the Spore prototype sometime, because I've heard interesting things about it. I haven't really looked into it at all, and I don't really know where to start with it, but I would love to try it out, because it is kind of one of my favorite games, and I would like to just see... I'd love to see kind of the process behind that, and like how it might have changed a little bit in terms of methodology. I don't know if there's any super big changes, though. I know that there's a couple interesting things. I don't know if any of it's super good, though. I forgot to do any outfitting, so we're going to do that now, I think. I don't think I'm going to be very creative with it. We're just going to kind of do... I'm going to do what I basically always do with like a couple of... differences. Do you think the Tribal Stage creator music is like the most fire out of all the tracks? I like the funky beats that it has going on. But all the creators' music is really good. I guess editors is the name, whatever. All the music for the editors is really good. I'm sure this is one of those tricks that like everyone kind of knows if you're into Spore, but you can insert like little rings and things in your characters by putting them in another thing and then doing other shit. Whatever. Who cares? Everyone knows it already. Very well-known secret. Point that it's not. I would hazard to say that it's not even really a secret. It's just kind of knowledge if you run around in Spore circles. It's like, oh yeah, you can do that. My mouse. If you watched my horrible Minecraft video for some reason, you might know that my mouse is completely, like, fucked. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just doesn't work at all. It's very annoying. Okay. And honestly, I think this is just temporary. I think we're just gonna put this here. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I think I've done an okay job. I like the little head dress thing that it has. I don't know if I really like anything else about it, but that dress is pretty good. Just headdress, like car seat head. And then it's time for war. That's so true. Okay, I think we're gonna have a lot of this also be done in montage version. This is a bit of a weird story, but I remember when I was very stupid and also very young when I first got this game. I recall not knowing how to get food. Like, I didn't know how to control the rats to make them go get food for me. So my entire tribal stage experience was I would just have no food. And I would wait for wild animals to come steal my nothing. And then when they did, I would kill them, eat their corpse, and then I would have no food again because you can't really do anything with that, and then I wouldn't know how to, like, actually play the game. Which probably mostly just goes to show how young I was when I started playing this. Okay, we're in a bit of a sticky situation because one of our tribes is currently being our whole thing is currently being destroyed, so we should probably go get those guys first. Yeah, I think once again, I've very much overestimated how much I talk to myself. Which is a little bit of a problem, because I also probably could have come into this with a lot more to talk about. I don't have, like, anything, really. I don't have much of anything. I could just, like, go on about this game, which I'm sure some people would want to watch that, but I don't really care. I think I would rather just, like, keep pretty straightforward. Okay, I think we're, like, barely ready to get... Yeah! There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go away from the tribe because it's... the tribal stage is just very loud. They make a lot of weird sounds. And that is the end of Tribal Stage. And honestly, I think that also might be the end of the video, because I don't want to edit all of this. It's going to be a lot to edit. And I have, like, literally nothing else to talk about, as evidenced by the extreme use of montage vision. Presumably the past few minutes is what I'm going to edit this down to. So yeah, this is... I'm Spore. I don't have an outro. Good night, gamers.